So I'm lucky. It took me a really long time to even get health care. So now that I have it, I want to do everything in my own power that I can do to not jeopardize it. So I don't drink a lot. I mostly just smoke. I mean, I'll have some drinks every now and then, some margaritas, or it's just not a every weekend or even every month kind of thing for me. So I just save my liver.
You're kind of keeping it in good measure then, just not binging, but not denying yourself either.
No, not at all.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. She looks like an art teacher with an OnlyFans. She knows how to have fun, this girl.
That's me. Send me your dad's
number. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So getting back onto like the main topic of this podcast, as I mentioned in the intro, we did just on like dating with a disability, like dating somebody or having a disability and being out in the dating world and getting into relationships, but we didn't have the female perspective. So that's why we brought you on. What would you say, like when you started to use your prosthetics and stuff, did you notice a change in like just like the dating world and like how people perceived you, or like what stood out to you the most?
It was different. But like I said, I also just don't give a shit. So really it became a great like standard. Like if you're cool with it, cool. I'm if you're not, then I don't want to talk to you anyway. Like bye. There's a million, like I don't care. And I was really lucky. I was over like Tinder and all that bullshit, and I was really lucky. And my boyfriend is somebody that I've known since I was 16. We started dating him.
So you're over Tinder? Don't you miss all those robots and scam artists, all that fun stuff?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Before Tinder, I didn't know that hot girls were in fact in my area, and they're all Asian.
Yes, and no need for a credit card.
No need. Just have to go baby to bit.ly, www.zzz. You know, you can only come here in a crater.com.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You first.
Just wondering, with the situation I was mentioning earlier, what do you think about that? I mean, from the standpoint of the impact of having your hopes up on someone as a person with a disability in terms of relationships. I mean, has there ever been a time that that it has impacted you or changed your perspective?
Yeah, I guess slightly. But like I said, I also really just don't give a shit. So if somebody says it doesn't bother them and I can just see their behavior and they're just saying one thing and feeling another way, like I can tell, it's like an easy bullshit meter. So I kind of learned to appreciate it in that way. It's kind of like me having kids, except I don't have the fucking kids. My baggage is very lightweight.
Well, at least you own it. I see so many people saying, "Oh, I didn't get this date because of my disability," or "Oh, I'll never find the right someone because no one can understand my situation." I hear that so often. People just not trying.
Are people just being closed-minded? And that's just not a person I would want to even talk to anyway, or even be friends with. Like, it's pretty difficult for me to not open my mouth. So I just have never gotten along with closed-minded people. So never want to even hang around them as a friend anyway. So.
In fact, just this morning, I was talking to someone who was having some problems in that area. Her ex-boyfriend sort of let her disability sort of get to him. He's got one too, but she really, she took it from the standpoint of, if you're going to accept me, you're going to accept all that I am, including this one piece of who I am.
Yeah. And also understanding that you are not just that. You're a person and you're dimensional. So it's not just, you're not just your chair, you're not just whatever is making you sick or whatever it is that's affecting you. Just have different worries in life. Everybody's got bullshit.
Yeah. And
It's
no, like I was gonna say, I think society can be dismissive, or that's why we wanted to do the show in the first place, to really talk about these kind of things that most people have no idea about. Like even just the way I get up out of my chair, I have a little trick I do where if I fall on it actually happened when I was in high school. I was getting changed in like the dressing room and I fell like backwards and stuff. So like it's funny. I'm kind of like Jason Bourne in the sense, like when I was when I yeah, not in any of the karate or the cool marksmanship, none of that shit. Just like how it relates to this. But when I was like in kindergarten, this is McTavish's class. They basically made me learn how to fall. They taught me how to fall, and basically, no matter what I do, or like depending on the proximity or my position of where I am at the moment, I'm always falling on my back, because when you fall forward, you're more exposed, and that's when you have a greater chance of a worse injury.
Yeah.
So,
more coverage on your back and less of a chance of hurting something that doesn't have as much protection.
yeah. No, I think they were just prepping me for anal in hindsight, but I think that was a whole different thing.
Well, back to the topic at hand. Before
I'll let that joke die. I'll let that joke die. Sorry.
Well,
Keeping us on track,
Yeah.
teacher.
yeah.
I know.
We got
You got the very glasses too. It's perfect.
Someone I interviewed once said to me that the wheelchair is how she moves and gets around. It's not who she is. And that really stuck with me.
You wake up in the morning and you're not in your chair. I mean, unless you are, in which case I'm assuming you had a wonderful night the night before. Yeah, I mean, it's not a part of you. It's just
It's an appliance.
aid. As much, it's a mobility aid as much as glasses are, as much as braces. Like, it's not any different.
The trouble.
It is just, it's such a stigmatized thing because people are afraid to admit that they're as close-minded as they truly are.
Yeah, it's a harsh reality, but I also think people are not, like, I don't get mad at people if they don't know how to behave around me, or if like I'm with somebody else.
Yeah,
Like,
it has nothing to do with that.
No, it doesn't.